Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're doing another Model Mondays and I have Rachel Williams here. She's a UK or internationally based model. I hope you guys know her, but if you don't, I'm going to leave all her stuff below so you can check out her portfolio, follow her on Twitter and all of that stuff. So I am doing a bridal look today because it is approaching bridal season, and I'm starting a bridal series, or this is part of the bridal series on this channel. So I'm going to show you in this part one highlighting and contour and foundation routine for bridal, of course, because obviously that's a very essential part for a long day for your bride. So if you're interested in seeing this, keep watching. I'm just going to start by priming her skin, and a very good base that I use for bridal looks is Prep and Prime by MAC, and this is because it really helps the skin get really nice and matte. A long day obviously of doing on your wedding day, you need your skin really nice and oil free as much as possible. There's other products as well. A product called Matte by MAC really helps as well. That's a good base even after your foundation. I'm going to groom the brows into place. The next thing I'm going to do is start highlighting. This is a routine that you guys probably wouldn't find new. I'm going to just be mixing NW40 Select Cover Up with Bronze 2 Mary Kay Concealer. And I'm going to just start by doing the brows. So I'm basically shaping the brow with the concealer so that we can have a nice highlight underneath the brow. I'm even taking it above. Very optional, not a lot of people like to do this, but I like to just get a perfect brow by just going on top and shaping it. Bringing the highlight down to the bridge of the nose and creating a slight highlight on the forehead. Now you've got to remember also you're taking pictures that day, so you don't want to have a highlight that is a bit too much, because when the flash does hit your face it really would stand out and it wouldn't look good. So you just want to have it really subtle and obviously complementary to your skin tone. That is why I've mixed these two colours together. Now I'm going to do some highlighting underneath as well, or under the eye area. Drawing a triangle. So. Okay, so this is basically our, I guess, guideline for our highlighting. I'm next going to contour as well, and I'm going to use another cream product. It's a foundation. This is a skin-based foundation by Illamasqua. And it's just basically a really dark colour. There are lots of other types of creams or foundations you can use to contour your skin, of course. I'm just going to use Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. And I'm going in the hollows of her cheek. And I'm just framing. And whilst I'm doing that, I'm also going to be blending that colour as much as possible, just to blend out the cream. Also going to take that just from the brow right on the sides of her nose. Once I'm done that, I'm now going to get a clean brush and just start blending as much as I can, just to kind of help us in the next step, which is to add the foundation. So I'm blending them together, and all the edges where it's slightly harsh. I'm moving on to the most crucial part, and this is foundation. Now I'm using Match Master. Match Master is really good because you can get lots of different shades that obviously would eventually blend into your skin tone. It oxidizes and it just matches up. I'm just going to put some on my palette first of all, and I'm using this powder brush by e.l.f. And I like this because it really does blend in properly. But first I'm just going to dab it onto the palette. And what we do is we just start to place the foundation in the areas where you haven't concealed or put any highlight. Blending everything together, and I'm just running my brush from the side over the highlight because I don't want to get rid of it completely. Now what we do is you get another brush, such as a concealer brush like this, and also a blending brush, and just start to blend in the little areas here where the highlight is a bit too much, because you don't really want strong highlights on top of the brow. So I'm blending it down with the foundation. Now the next thing we want to do now is start setting everything into place. And I'm going to be using first of all Topaz, which looks really good on dark skin for setting highlights. And it's basically just a translucent powder. If you look up, I'm just going to place it on top of this highlight here. And we're going to set everything into place. And that would fix nicely for the day. Now grabbing a brush, this is a tapered brush, 138 by MAC. If you look up again, I'm just going to take off the excess so that the cast doesn't just lie on the highlights. Now just to set even the contour that we put down, I'm going to use a dark shadow because you want everything to set. You can leave it, but you just don't want to take risks, just in case it kind of slides off and stuff like that. So it's best to kind of, every place where you put cream or liquid, get similar matching powder form and then just set it all. So I'm just going to set the contour, which was the foundation we put on. Everywhere I put that foundation, I'm just going to, or the contour colour, I'm just going to place. Finally, you want to set your entire foundation, and this will help as well because obviously I've just put a little bit of the powder on top of the concealer or the contour, so it's obviously looking a little bit harsh. I'm using Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm just gonna go around where the foundation was to set that into place, blending as I go along as well. This is totally optional, but I think it looks really nice to add a bronzer, just to kind of add a touch to your makeup. And this one is by Wet n Wild, and I'm just going to place it just on this area here where we put the highlight previously, just to emphasize it even more. Okay, so that is our bridal contour and highlighting and foundation routine. Please stay tuned for part 2. I'm just going to glam up Rachel with some pretty eyes, lips and cheeks. So you see me on the next video. Bye!